I don't know how to show you guys how many books there are.
No, 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 no.
Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Kajri and I'll be your host for today. So in the last few months, I acquired a hell lot of books, like so many books that I have run out of space on my bookshelf, and now I have to keep them on a table outside of my room. So you can just guess how many books that I got. I know it's a problem, but I also love reading books and I love collecting books. I accept that I have acquired a lot of books, but I really don't know how and when I will read them because yeah, that's the amount of books that I acquired in the last 2 months. Yay! So today I'm going to give you a big haul of all these books that I acquired in the last 2 months and just hope you enjoy it. So, okay, let's do this. The books are going to be in no particular order because I do not remember in which month I got it. The first book that I have is Instructions for Heartbreak by Sarah Handyside. That was my bookmark. Never mind. So this book I got from Pan Macmillan, and I actually started reading it a couple of days ago. But to my absolute horror, I did not like it. I think, just a couple of chapters, and then I just feel like this book was not doing it for me. Like I feel like I am not in the mood for a kind of book like this. Also, it has a mess of characters. Like it's just like all these characters that has no separate POVs, but they were just messing with my mind. So I kept it aside for now, and my bookmark also fell. So I definitely have to start from the beginning again when I read it. This book has such a pretty cover. Like I think I fell in love with the cover first because the whole details of it, the small, you know, parts in the cover that really stood out to me, and I fell in love. But sadly, right now the book has not worked for me. I will keep it aside and probably pick it up someday later, and it will speak to me more then. The second book that I received is Dance of Shadows. Oh, would you look at this book? This is a tomb. This is a brick. This is huge. And this cover is so phenomenal. Like it shines, and it's red and black. It's like two of my favorite combinations in a cover. It's it's huge. I I really need to prepare myself to read this. I have read the first book in the series, Sons of Darkness, and I absolutely enjoyed it. So I'm quite looking forward to how the story progresses in this. I'm just so excited to see what this book entails and what adventure I will find in this book. So yeah, this is it, and this was a review copy from Bloomsbury. The next book that I got was an arc of The Inheritance by Trisha Saklecha. I have read another book by this author called, I don't know, I don't remember the title, but I remember reading it like back in 2020, 2021, 2022. And I really liked the whole thriller that she wrote. Like it was Indian characters, it was like set in Europe, I think if I'm not wrong, and I really liked the drama of it. So I was quite intrigued and quite excited when I heard that she was coming out with a new book, and I got a copy. And I have read this book, and surprisingly, I have sort of mixed feeling about it. Like, I won't say that I absolutely loved it, but at the same time, I did not hate it. I feel like there is so much to unpack from this book. It's not just a thriller, it's more of drama, it's more of family, it's more about family drama than a thriller. I feel like it's more on the mystery, suspense, psychological side of thriller than a whodunit. And if you look at it from that angle, I feel like people are really going to enjoy it. But if you look at it purely as a thriller, I feel like you might be disappointed because that is not what this book really is, I feel. Another book I got was Watermoon. Another pretty cover because I have something with pretty covers. Like this is so pretty, and it's especially if it's in my favorite color. I had seen this book do a lot of rounds on Instagram, on Book Talk, on YouTube. So I had to get myself a copy. I do not know exactly what the story is because I do not read blurbs beforehand, but I'm quite looking forward to reading this. I've heard it's very whimsical, very mystical, very beautifully written story, so I am definitely interested to see what exactly the whole book is about. The next book is one I got very recently. It's called Delhi Disco. It's a new release and I got it from Penguin. It's as a review copy. I am always looking forward to reading more thrillers, more like mysteries from Indian authors, especially because I feel like there's so much to tap into in this genre from India. I've read quite a few throughout the years and I've enjoyed them quite a lot. So I am definitely, looking forward to reading this soon and see if it stands up to my standards for thrillers. Yeah, even this has a very cute little cover. I don't know what this book is about. I'm guessing it's something to do with clubs and murders. And the next book that I got is ta-da! It's the newest release by Frida McFadden, and of course I devoured it right after I got it. I have read a lot of Frida McFadden books, okay? Like by now I think I've read 17 of them, maybe more, I don't know. There's something so obsessive and enchanting about her books that I just cannot put into words. Like they are like I read this in one night, and like any other Frida McFadden book, I had a blast. I had a amazing time reading it. I would say it's not my favorite from what she's written, but you definitely can see the improvement that she's had throughout the years with her writing and plots. It still has fun. It's still very twisted. You can either predict it or you cannot, and it's definitely a ride. So if you're looking for some fast, quick thrillers to get you into the mood or to just pass the time, maybe you can pick this up. Or any book by Frida McFadden. The next book that I received was an arc that I still haven't read, I'm so sorry. But it's called Swimming Lessons. I got it from Penguin Random House, Southeast Asia. Again, what a beautiful, beautiful cover. Like, something so haunting about it. I don't know how to explain it. I don't exactly know what this book is about, but I've heard good things. So I think it's something to do with coming of age, about identity, sisterly love, queerness, and it also has supernatural elements and is set in modern metropolitan Singapore. So it definitely piques my interest. I will be picking it up soon, hopefully this month. The next book that I have is actually a funny story. I got his paperback recently after wanting to read it for months, after also hearing so many good things about it. And recently I also read Happy Place and I absolutely love that book. So I am now on a journey to read more of Emily Henry's book. Again, such a pretty cover, like the colors of this cover is beautiful. I am looking forward to reading it and hopefully I enjoy it and love it as much as I did Happy Place. The next book I received was a review copy from HarperCollins. It's called Making a Killing by Cara Hunter. I have read this other book by the author Mother in the Family, and I really had a good time with that book. The whole book is basically told in the format of interviews and news clippings and podcasts and all. So even this book is similar. However, it's part of a series, but I do not care. I already started reading it a little and progressing very slowly. But so far, it's interesting. So far, it's keeping me hooked. So I'm looking forward to see what comes out at the end. The next book that I got was one that I was extremely excited for because some of my close friends and some of the people that have the similar taste as me recommended it highly, like 5 stars. So I was quite intrigued and I knew that I had to get it, and that is Strange Pictures. Again, such a bright cover, like you can just see it from miles away. It has like arts, it has paintings, and it has sketches. And I am always in for thrillers with immersive experience. Like, give me maps, give me drawings, give me sketches, give me everything. And I feel like I'm going to like this, but I haven't read it yet. I feel like I'm just waiting for the right time to read it, but I'm going to read it soon. another book that I have to read soon. The next book I got from Penguin Random House, Southeast Asia again. It's called One Night Stand. And do not go on the title because I read it recently and I actually quite enjoyed it. It's a 500-page book and I finished it in one go in one night. So I would say that if you've watched the series Elite, if you know about it, if you know a little bit of what it is about, and if you've enjoyed that series, I feel like you're really going to love this book. Like, it's on the similar levels. It has murder, it has mystery, it has drama, it has a lot of twists, it has secrets, it has a lot of like teen, young adult drama. You get it, right? It's also very quick. I feel like you can just flow through the pages, and the chapters are also short, so that's another added benefit of it. If Elite is a show that you've watched and loved, and if you remotely love high school, college dramas, intrigued by toxic friend circles, toxic friend groups, and you want to read about more entertaining dramas apart from your own life, you can pick a copy of this book. So the next book is very special because it's Arundhati Roy's The Ministry of Utmost Happiness, but it's special because I met her in the office. I also had the opportunity to get it signed. I think that was such an amazing day. She was in office and I got the book and I got it signed, and I think I will remember that day forever. So the next books that I got are from Bloomsbury. They sent me the series Collide and Spiral. I've read the first book, Collide, recently, and it is very much on the lines of Icebreaker. So if you've read Icebreaker and if you want some more plot, I think Collide will give you that. I think it's actually a very fun book. It has plot, it has spicy times, it also has, good friendship, good dynamics, good characters, even a little bit of study. So you definitely can read it, especially if you're romance lovers and if you like smutting your romances. I think Collide is the book for you. I haven't read Spiral yet. I feel like I'm going to pick it up next because I just read this one. So the story is just still fresh in my mind. So I feel like I just have to read this next, especially because it's violet and I love this color. I think there's something about romance books that sometimes they just have such pretty covers and you just pick it up because they have such pretty covers in pastel colors. Okay, so the next book that I got, Inspector Imanishi Investigates. Another thriller, another translated thriller. I am in love with translated thrillers. Like, there is something about Asian thrillers, translated thrillers that just does the work. Like, they're so much better than American thrillers, I feel. And this is another classic that I got recently. I don't know what it is about, but I know that it has a map. And as I said, I really love thrillers that has immersive experience. It has a map. So I'm really looking forward to reading and discovering another, translated thriller. I recently read Inuvamikas. Before that, I think I read The Haunted Mothers, and those are both very enjoyable books. I also have a lot of others in my TBR, and this is another one. So looking forward to it. Then I have another translated mystery thriller, which is Murder in Mount Fuji. And would you look at this cover? It's pink and it's violet and it's my favorite colors merged into one, and I love it so much. A thriller which has this bright and this colorful cover is just immediately on my TBR and wishlist because thriller covers are so ugly otherwise. Like, they're black, they're brown, they're like blues, and they're just so ugly. It's like people did not even try. But covers like this, I will pick it up in an instant. Not that I have read it, but I will read it. And it's the same with this Strange Pictures cover too. Like, it's so bright. Even this is so bright. Like, I love these books so much just for their covers. I definitely will read them as soon as possible. These two were very high on my TBR list for this ever since I heard that they were releasing. So yeah. The next book that I got is actually a recent release that I got from work, and it's Satyajit Ray's Ghosts, Supernaturals, and Tales of the Uncanny. It's actually for kids, but I feel like, I don't know, you can always enjoy a children's story. This is actually a collection of short, tales, ghost tales, supernatural tales that has been taken from old newspapers, that from his old manuscripts that he's written. It also contains his original artworks. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this book. I'm very intrigued, especially because I love this genre and I haven't really read anything by Satyajit Ray before or even watched anything of his work. So this would probably be my first delve into the world of Satyajit Ray. So I'm looking forward to that. And The next book, again, as I said, I am influenced by the internet because I got a copy of Dolly Alderton's Good Material. But mind you, I have been also influenced by my own self because I have read Dolly Alderton's other book, Everything I Know About Love, and I really loved that book. That book gave me such warmth of a feeling, like I felt good and I felt loved after reading that book. It was fun, it was funny, it was joyful. It just was so lovely. I remember just reading and being in such a good mood after reading that book. And then I saw Good Material do its round on the internet. I have no idea what this book is, but I feel like I trust the people that have recommended it, and I'm really looking forward to reading Good Material soon. And now we have the last book. I think I saved the best for the last, or I don't know, because it's a copy of The Great Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. I have a very weird relationship with Emily Henry's books because when I read Beach Read, I absolutely hated the book, but then I read Happy Place and I absolutely loved the book. And now I don't know what to do, but I have heard that book lovers and Funny Story are definitely some of her best works. So I do have them on my TBR and I will read them soon. I've heard quite a few mixed reviews about Great Big Beautiful Life. Some people really loved it. Some people who loved her previous works did not love it as much. But I have heard that this book is not necessarily a romance book, and the romance is not a bigger part of this book. And I love romances like that, where it's not the romance that is overpowering the other aspects. So I don't know, I might end up absolutely loving this book. We'll see about that. And those are all the books that I received and acquired in the last 2 months. I know that's a lot, and I know that I might have a problem of just acquiring books, but I also do read them, and I am looking forward to reading all of these soon. If you have read any of the books that I just talked about, or if you also have any of these books on your TBR or wish list, let me know down in the comments because I would love to know your experience. I would love to know why you bought them, or if you've read them, why you liked it, why you did not like it. And I hope you like this video. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.